So now the last thing I have to do is make a withdrawal. Now, if depositing is adding money to my account, what is making a withdrawal? Subtracting. But there's one little difference between these two, other than just subtracting versus adding. With my withdrawal, I have to make sure that there's enough money in the account, right, before I do that. So that's one thing that's really different in terms of how this looks. But I can still reuse a lot of this code. You ready? I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go straight down here to my number 3 menu option here, and I'm going to paste it. This is the exact same code that I use for the deposit right now. And a lot of this is going to be the same, right? I still need to list the accounts. I still need to ask which account they want to use. I still need to get an amount. There's a few little wording changes, right? I'll say withdraw from. Withdraw. Okay, now, right here is where things get a little bit different, because I can't just subtract that amount from the account. I have to check and make sure that there's enough in there first. And how do I know if there's enough in there? There's enough in that account if the balance of the account is greater than the amount that the user is trying to withdraw. Okay, so I'll say that again. If the balance of the account is greater than or equal to, I guess you could zero the account, you just can't go below 0, equal to or greater than the amount the user is trying to withdraw. So if that's true, then I can do the withdrawal, which is all of this code. Okay, so I'm going to change that to a subtraction. And I'm going to change my wording a little bit, but that's it. Now, I can't just do nothing if they try to withdraw too much money. I have to give them some feedback. So I'm going to add an else here. Else, and I'm going to say print, you don't have enough money in your account. Okay, so I'm going to give them a very specific feedback here. You don't have enough money in whatever account they chose. And there it is. That's the whole program. So I'm going to run this. Let's check the balances. You can see the balance went back to 350.45 because that's what I set it at to begin with, right? So I'm going to say, let's make a deposit. And I'm going to say savings. And we're going to deposit $1,000. Okay, my new balance is $1,350. Let's make a withdrawal from checking. How much do I want to withdraw? Let's go for that much. Okay, you don't have enough money in checking. Okay, so let's check my balances. I've got $123,000. Okay, so let's make a withdrawal. Let's go checking. Let's just take $100,000. You know. Okay, so there is my new balance there. We don't like that number very much, right? Now we can round stuff. We're not really worried about it right now. That's kind of a weird number. And if I check balances, it's still going to be weird. That's okay. Not a huge deal. Now, I can take this number and I can round it in reality. I can also just display it as an F string. very simply using formatting codes. I'm not going to worry about either of those things right now. Okay, right now I just want to stick to the easy part of the program, or the main part of the program, which is those functions. Okay, so this is literally the whole complete thing. Now, if you want some extra challenge, and I'm not going to show you how to do this, but if you want some extra challenge, I would challenge you to add a fifth option here that allows users to add an account. So if you want extra challenge, see if you can figure that problem out. How do you add an extra account to your ATM, which then should show up on your check balances? It should allow you to deposit and withdraw. So how can you do that?